Yes. You know, this is a magazine that I had already read once before, but it was at the it was at the library, and it took some time because sometimes you read something, yes, excuse me, and then you think about it, yes, and you think, I've read this before, yes. Now, when I was really looking at it, because I had looked at this magazine, yeah, it's the Kiplinger's August 2019. Yeah, there was a woman in here, yes, that was very attractive, and oh, that's what I remember. I remember her. Look at that. Solar heats up. Now, it was probably a couple months ago that I had actually looked at this because I remember this couple right here. Yes. And they want to put solar panels on their actual individual house. Yes. It's a beautiful home and a beautiful couple. Yes, it is. Yes. North Carolina. Phew. Oh, to go solar last fall. Yes. Lower costs and higher incentives. Phew. Now, the couple learned that they could get a federal tax credit of $6,000, yes, 30% of the cost of the system, and a $4,320 rebate from Duke Energy. Yep. The incentive reduced their total cost, yes, to $9,680. So good. Now, these solar panels, yeah, could you get me all of those? Yes. See, what if you didn't put a solar panel on your house? Right. It has a little box up here. Yeah. And when it sun shines, then the solar panels heat up and then they produce electricity. Yes, it does. That goes to offset the expenses of the electricity use of the individual house. Now, what if you bought a little generator from me? Phew. A little steam generator that purified your individual house's water use. It's kind of like running the house's water through a small steam generator, one of these very energy efficient arc welder. Yeah. I just heat it up to 1,000 degrees. It's not 3,000 or 4,000. It's not an industrial use steam generator. And it turns out that when cooling it, it cools it down to approximately 120 degrees, the same temperature as your home hot water heater. Oh, oh. And I just keep running the water through the steam generator, and it produces enough electricity to run one of these little dam generators. Yes. And I put it over here someplace behind the bushes. Right where a heat pump would go. Yes, put it over here someplace. Yeah. Now, that is a heat pump right there. Oh my gosh. We could use the heat pump system with an upside down windmill on there to get the air from it. Yes, it could. Put a little steam generator here, and then instead of having a hot water heater, yes, I continuously purify the water so the water's always 120 degrees. Now, I can make, yes, small residential generators from the actual water usage of a house. Yes, a cold water. Yes, it could. Now, when I think about solar panels or steam generators, well, they got a huge incentive to put that on there. Yes, they did. Mm. Why don't you get me the incentives? Yes, all those rebates, and then the individuals that manufacture solar panels, the Duke Energies, they got a $4,320 rebate. You're so good. Now, let's see. You could spend your money on solar panels, yes, or I can make a little steam generator that would heat the water of the house's water system. Yeah, hot water. Ooh. And then I could just run it through that little steam generator and I can have the electricity to go in a little generator. Yeah. And then what would be the amount of electricity that would produce? See, they have water going to their house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it's only being used when the actual tap water is on, the shower, or any of the other spigots. Now, when I look at what my competitors are earning and how much electricity this is producing, yes, and then I do a comparison to the improvements that I can make into the residence, yes, I would say right now I could make some serious improvements in the electrical use or possibly sale of electricity, yes, to any and all. Well, I thought I'd get a job. Maybe I'd start a company. Yes. Maybe I'd compete with solar panels. Yes. Maybe instead of putting solar panels on your roof right now, you'd use that money to buy my innovations. Now, such a cute couple, lower costs and higher incentives. Yes. A couple, Jennifer Twigs and Ivica Bilic to go solar last fall. It would have been nice if you'd enforced my rec. Now I'm going to want to look at the residential uses of a steam generator. Sounds like it's a very complex type of machine. Yes, but I can make the whole thing out of recycled garbage. Yes, recycled junk cars. Yes, you can. And instead of it being 3,000 degrees arc welder at 6,000, I don't have to heat that piece of metal up to that high of a temperature. Yes. See, I realize that the electricity when going to a metal plate that's usually used for welding, yes, it does. I don't have to use all of the electricity. I just have to heat a metal plate up enough to steam. Yes. And that would be the boiling point of fresh water. Oh, isn't that 212 degrees Fahrenheit? Ouch. Now, if you think about just 400 degrees, yes, it is possible. I mean, it is possible that they would not need a hot water heater in their house. No, they'd have a no, no, no.